I wanted to come on here because I think that I do want to document this process, this era in my life. Right now, things are up in the air, but I want to document this. Like, I want to be able to look back. If I take the opportunity, if I don't take the opportunity, I want to be able to look back a couple years later and see how God moved in this area in my life. So a couple months back, I applied for a position that I saw online, and it's a government job, and I had been wanting to get in like the city system for a very long time because they have great insurance. The thing is, I just did not want to be a teacher. So that was like the biggest thing. I did not want to be a teacher. And the thing is, like, those jobs are really, really good. So they're all taken. Like, they don't have high turnover rates because, you know, the people like the job. I mean, there's great PTO policy, there's great like sick leave, there is great insurance. I keep my emphasis on insurance because that was like the biggest thing of why I wanted to go to the city. And so you know, the first few times that I saw things I applied, it just didn't work out. My aunt, who works for the city, she was looking on their job thing, and she sent me something, and I was like, okay, this doesn't look like too outside of, you know, my degree looks like it's within that range. And also, my uncle knew the person. And also, the pay was a little bit more than what I'm making now. So I applied, but at the time, I didn't hear anything back. I applied months ago, y'all, and I prayed about it. And when, y'all know, when you don't hear stuff, that just means that God is saying no, you know. And so I was like, well, God, I guess that's your answer. No, you know, I'm gonna stay here where I'm at. But it's been plenty, like I said, it's been months later, and my gosh, I am definitely at an area in my life where change is needed. My company that I'm at right now, they're going through changes, and I just don't feel like I'm a part of that number, all because I can't travel and I refuse to travel. And then also, like, I spoke about this on my channel. Like, I feel like me getting out the house is gonna be like a great thing. Like, I don't have a lot of human interaction at home, and I do need to get out the house. I even talked about like going into my office, because we do have an office area for my job. There's just not like a defined space for us. So I don't feel comfortable going there because I'm just like, it's not a defined area for me. Whereas when I did go in the office, even though I worked at home, it was like a defined office area for my team that we could go there at any time, and we knew that that was our space. But we don't have that anymore. So I did feel like I needed to leave the house. Honestly speaking, I would be in the house all week except Tuesday when I have to go take Milana dance class. And I always remain grateful for my job because I did get to work from home. So I always felt grateful for it. But at the same time, I need more money. I need, you know, it's just, I need more money. I need to interact with more people. I need to get out of this routine because this routine is not working for me. Working from home is great. Something isn't right for me, you know. And my uncle, he came back home. He had been out of town for a couple months. So when he came back home, he went and talked to the lady. And it's been a couple weeks since he talked to her, and they called me today. They called me and asked me to interview Wednesday. So today is February 27th, and I have an interview March 1st. Oh my gosh. Wow, Lord. Wow. I just realized this. I have an interview March 1st, and I remember last year around March 1st is when we started the Spring Forward series, where we were getting to transition into many changes happening with the podcast. And so now I'm getting back into March 1st, and I literally have an interview for another job. But like, y'all know, I always try my best to yield to God at all times. So I prayed to him about it. I mean, because I talked about it in an episode there's been times where I have been offered positions, opportunities, and I had to turn them down because they did not help with the ministry. Like, they would get in the way of the ministry. But like, the more I'm thinking about this, I'm like, will it really get in the way of the ministry? And I prayed about that last night, and I got my grandma on it too, helping me pray. And I just, after I prayed, like, do you want me to take this job? Like, is this what you have for me? Because I feel like it's like it made its way back around. So I'm like, maybe God was saying not then, but now, since they called me. Because I didn't do any reaching out. I just refused to do that because I didn't want to get in the way of God in that situation. And so now I feel like it came back around without me getting in the way at all. So I'm like, okay, is it God? But everything isn't always God. I've been weighing the pros and cons, and like when I wrote everything out and I was just thinking about it, I was just like, I don't think it'll get in the way of the ministry. I won't have like that extra time that I have, but I feel like it'll also help me be more productive with the podcast and not be behind at times, because I feel like I just have so much free time now that I use the excuse of, oh, I'll do it here, I'll do it there. If I know that I have to do it this day, then I can get it done. I don't know if that makes sense, but I need a social life too. And I just feel like getting out the house, even if I don't make a friend at work, even if I don't make a friend there, it will at least introduce me to getting out the house again. Prior to 2020, I did work from home, but we had to go to the office at least twice a week. So I did have human interaction then. Most of the people that I worked with before 2020, well, I'll say most people that I worked with and talked to before 2020, they are all gone. They don't work at the office anymore. So it's kind of like, what's at the office for me? Where am I going with this job? And then I'm like going back and forth too, because I'm just like, well, Lord, am I just supposed to stay here until I work in full-time ministry? But I'm just like going back and forth, y'all. But like I was telling my grandma earlier, I was like, the job is Monday through Friday, just like my job now. I don't know the time. I don't know if it's gonna be 7 to 4 or 8 to 5, but it's gonna be 8-hour shifts like I work now. It's not gonna be something crazy like another job opportunity, which was like 12-hour shifts and 6 days a week. This is 8-hour shifts, 5 days a week, off Saturday and Sunday. You never have to work a Sunday. You do not have to travel. Great benefits. I get paid more than what I get paid now. Better calendar year. Days that I have to ask off now at my current job, like my aunt already has those days off. They also can get comp time, so you don't have to use all of your days. You can stay over to get extra days, so you kind of like never run out of days, like stuff like that. But I don't want to do anything outside of God's will, because then it's going to be hard. If I do something like within God's will, it's going to be easy. And another thing that I was thinking, like with me having to get up, get ready, and go to work, because I don't have to do that now, but having to get up, get ready to go to work, I'll be able to find my identity again. Because that's what I did when I first started working. Like, I got up every day, went to work, got out the house, interacted with people. So I feel like, me getting back into that routine, I'll really be able to find myself again and find out who I am as a person, which I feel like is really lost right now. And then also it'll give me more of a routine, like it'll force consistency in me, because I'll have to get up early. And so then it's like, okay, Shay, you have to get up early, so like go ahead and get up, do your Bible study. Like now it's kind of like, well, I don't have to get up and get ready. I could do my Bible study after I clock in. I ain't got to call such and such time. I can do my Bible study then. It causes me to do stuff like that. Whereas I feel like if I'm on a schedule and I know, hey, you got to get out the house, then it drives me to do what I got to do. Like whenever I have to go somewhere, I always do what I got to do. I'll definitely be updating y'all on this journey. If y'all do see this, it'll be after the fact, after I've started. So the next clip is going to be the interview day and any revelations that God gives me. So yeah, I do have to take my food handler's test for the job. So I'm gonna do that tonight. So yeah, maybe I'll come back on here when I'm doing that shindig. But yeah, I will touch base with y'all later. Clock back into work now. I have about 5 minutes. So talk to y'all then. Bye. What is an example of a physical hazard? This sounds like a physical hazard. Okay. Oh, gosh, she is cute. Okay, you look bad, sis, bro. You look bad, bro. Oh no, ma'am. That look like Taco Bell. Man, look, down bad. She down bad. Okay, I just finished my course. It's 11:41, and I think I'm about to go ahead and take the test. There are 30 questions on it, so not that bad. I at least want to get this over with, so tomorrow I can just focus on the interview. So I have to make a 70, so it's crunch time. I don't think it's timed. Okay, it's not timed, so I should be good with my little water I have here. I pass, I pass, I pass, 93, 93, 93, Okay, that's done. Whew. I'm practicing for my interview. Okay, so tell me about yourself. So currently I am okay, let me start over. So tell me about yourself. Currently I am a financial implementation specialist. I basically take the financial areas in the hospital from using their previous software to successfully using my company's, successfully using our software. In my position, I work with so many people around the country, and also we've expanded to outside of the country. So I've been able to work with people outside of the country as well. And I love that part of my position because I love learning about people. If y'all are wondering like how, oh my gosh, it's been so long since I applied. I got this, this book in college. If y'all don't know, I did a dual degree, so I actually had to take some business classes in college, and so this was like a business class I had to take. It's been a great book. I'm so thankful that I kept it. It has helped me write my resume, and also it has great questions that people may ask you. That I studied this so much when I got my first job, so here I am studying it now. So what I'll do is I'll write down the questions. Or like the main heavy hitters, like that about me as a super heavy hitter. I write down my response, and then I just sit here and talk to myself till I got it in my memory. Okay, so moving on to weakness. Okay. I have a really hard time with, don't come in my car. Birds. Okay. I have a really hard time with delegation. I have a really hard time with successfully delegating tasks that needs to be delegated. Okay.
I hear the song you sing as you wake up my soul today. I feel the hope when your sun shines on my face. Oh, I'll wake up with your grace while the moonlight's still fading away. I see your mercy coming with the day.
Okay guys, I'm sorry about the lighting. Hold on. That should be a little better. It looks really yellow in here. But I think this is what I'm gonna wear tomorrow. I'm in the laundry room. So the lighting in here is yellow. But these pants, so they have these little things in it with this shirt. I think it'll go perfect. Y'all have seen this outfit before. If y'all watch my update, life update vlog from January, this is what I wore. Actually, I think I premiered that in February. That's what I wore to church. So I'm gonna ask my mama when she gets home, like what she thinks, but I think that's what I'm going for. I'm ready to get it over with. So ready. I'm tired. I mean, this has all happened so fast, but I'd rather it happen fast like this than for it to happen slowly. Literally call me Monday, and my interview is tomorrow, which is Wednesday. So I feel a little better about not being able to get the other certification that I needed in time, because my aunt, she told me that she got her certification after she got the job. Now, it's not the same job, it's not the same position, but it's in the same area of the company, if that makes sense. Good morning, guys. Today is the big day. Today is the day that I interview. I won't say it's super early. I think it's 6. Y'all are on my phone, but I think it's like 6:45, something like that. The goal is to leave my house by 8 o'clock to get there. No, it does not take an hour to get there. I just want to make sure I have enough time to find the building, because I've never been there. So yeah. I had a really hard time going to sleep last night. Which was weird because I did not take a nap yesterday. Yesterday was my busy day. So I did allow myself to sleep an extra 20 minutes because I did not get to bed earlier than 12 o'clock. Hopefully I did go by 1. That was I got into bed at 9. That shows y'all how crazy it was for me to go to sleep. I have been going over my interview answers in my head. My mama tells me it's probably not gonna be so intense. Cause y'all know I come from corporate America, so I had to go through a vigorous interview process for my current job, and I had to be on my P's and Q's, okay? And I know doing that got me the recognition that I needed, because I didn't go into that job knowing anybody. They literally picked how it happened is my friend, they picked her. My friend submitted her resume, and they picked her resume, but she had already had a job, and so she told them about me. We happened to actually had just got back from brunch. It was all God's timing. And so when the lady called her and she was like, I got a job already, I was like, talk about me. And so she was like, well, my friend, she's looking for a job right now. We graduated with the same degree. Cause she interviewed, and the lady was like, yeah, let her, tell her to submit her resume. I submitted my resume, and I got a call. But yeah, I am not gonna talk to y'all the entire time, because I want to zen out, meditate, listen to what God is telling me, and then after that I want to try to not be so anxious and watch some YouTube. But I wanted to touch base and just let y'all know that today is the day. We're doing it. I'm nervous, but I am so ready to get it over with, just so I won't have this looming anxiety about the interview. And okay, well, where does my life stand? It's at least I'll know after the interview. I probably won't know immediately, but I'll know sooner than I know before the interview. Yeah. So everybody keeps telling me she's laid back. I don't have anything to worry about. But y'all know, like, going into a job interview is never like always super calm. All right, well, I'm gonna go so I can maintain the time too, because y'all have my timer. And I need to finish this before 7:30 when I have to clock into work. I will talk to y'all when I finish getting dressed. I am in the car and I am on my way. This is, back into the bushes. This is how my face looks. I just put my hair in a little ponytail. And I showed y'all my outfit last night. I forgot to show y'all like me with it on, but I can do that when I get back home. But it's 8:16 and I'm leaving the house. I have to be there at 9 o'clock, so I should get there on time. I actually meant to Google it to see if I could potentially find it. But I know the building is, and my uncle gave me some directions. But like I mentioned, I'm ready to get it over with. I don't like being anxious about this. And I don't know if anxious is the right word. I would say I don't like being nervous, because you always have like this looming thought if I have an interview. It's always been like that whenever I have an interview for something, even back in college days. It's always like, okay, I have this thing hanging over me. Oh, Lord have mercy. I printed out everything I need. I have my resume. I have a copy of my diploma. I have 2 resumes, actually. A copy of my diploma. I printed out my food handler's card. Yeah. And then I also just brought my notes with me.
You are the vine, and we are the branches. I can do nothing apart from you. The giver of life, the one to hold on to. I can do nothing apart from you. No, no. You're my lifeline. 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 You're my lifeline.
Oh my gosh, I'm almost there. I'm literally about to pull in. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, I'm making my turn now. And I think I'll have to come back to y'all because I need to look at the directions my uncle gave me. Okay, it is officially time for me. It's officially time for me to walk in. It's 8:45. It starts at 9, so I want to go ahead and get in there. At this point, I just need to let go of all the nerves. My aunt just called me, so that threw me off a little bit. I just need to get rid of everything and just let the Lord work. So let me pray. I'll let y'all know how it goes. Okay, y'all. I am back. I'm just leaving, trying to cut my hair on. Oh, the interview was really, really short. Like, it's 9:09, and the interview started probably, I don't know. I went right in. But anyway, oh my gosh. I mean, I would say the questions I was prepared for, I did a great job. I feel like I really connected with the director. She was really nice. Like my aunt said, she's really down to earth, and I really enjoyed that. She didn't make it seem like an interview, but there was 2 people in there. Okay, there was a panel of people, and I was like, I had a feeling. I was prepared for a panel, but she was more personable than the other panel. I'm looking at her because she's making me feel comfortable, and I'm trying to look at the other people because I know I need to. Anyway, all the answers, all the questions that I prepared for, I answered, but there was one question I was not prepared for at all. They asked me about the breakfast program and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't do this, okay? I already told y'all I don't do this. I told y'all what my job was. So what I did was I was just like, I don't really know anything about it, but I do. I hope I said that, but I was like, I don't really know much about it. What did I say? I don't even know what I said. I was so caught off guard. But I think it was something to the effect of, I don't really know much about it, but I am willing to learn. I didn't want to sit there and lie. And I was like, I hope that they like take my what's the word? Honesty as, as a sign of I'm great for this job. I mean, I was just like, you could teach me about that, like, but I'm nervous too because there were other candidates. Oh, they asked me something too. They said, like, do you know what like the score is, the requirement for like the health score? And I was just like, me personally, if I go in there and something's under 90, I'm turning around, because I don't want anything to do under 90. And then the other lady was like, I know me, she was like being very personable. So, but the lady did tell me that there weren't a lot of interviews, like a lot of applications, so that made me feel okay. But I also know that she had other applications, because she had an interview before me and there was somebody sitting in there after me. So I'm nervous. I'm gonna just like I said, I'm glad it's over. I wish I would have known that. But it was no way for me to know that. I needed to know that because this isn't the career. I'm not currently in like a nutrition program career. I do implementation. So I don't have the background in it, but like sometimes like jobs like that, like you really don't need the background. Like you just need experience and the will to do it. So yeah. But like I did try to like recover, because like when I asked, what was the best part about the job, she started talking about serving kids, and I was just like, and I tried to bring in, how in high school I didn't really eat a lot, and being able and realizing how many people don't have that opportunity, like their only nutritionist meal is like through school. So I tried to revive it that way. I'm just gonna like honestly stop recording and just trying to focus and not focus on it. But they did tell me there would be another interview. I'm like, okay, this is not gonna be an easy process. Like, why is it another interview? Gosh, that kind of like discourages me too. It makes me not even want to do it. But they said it won't be long before I hear back from them. Alright, I'm finna go. I'll update y'all when I hear an update. Good morning, y'all. Whew, Lord. So, as you can see, I'm all dressed up, looking very business casual. And I got my hair done, or attempted, and it has been a minute since the last time that I talked to you all. So last time that I got on the camera and even talked about this finding a job situation, I was y'all, a lot happened. I was not at the mental capacity to even come on here and explain everything. But through that process, I've realized that I have a really hard time when it comes to, I don't want to say rejection, I would more so say failure, because I realized that I felt like after that interview I failed, or if I don't get the job, then therefore I failed. And I don't like the feeling of failing. I don't like admitting to people that I failed.
goes back to that perfectionist thing that I'm working on. But I realized through that process that, you know, that is a really hard thing for me to do it. So that's why I didn't come back, because I felt like I failed. Even though the lady told me, she called me back, I didn't necessarily fail. And it was so frustrating because they never really just flat out told me, which I guess that's what companies do. I guess, child. Like I've said before, like with a friend of mine who was interviewing, I was like, it's been years since I went through the whole process of finding a job, so I don't know what the new etiquette is or anything like that. I thought that prior to, they would at least let you know that you didn't get the job. But I mean, if you interview, not if you just submitted an application. But if you actually went to the interview process, they will call you back and let you know, hey, we're deciding to go another way. Who knows? Anyway, the lady did call me back the day of, and she let me know that there is another job that she thinks that I would be very qualified for. But the lady was still in that position. She was going to retire, so she told me, you know, if you don't get this one, I don't want you to go somewhere else. That's specifically what she told me. She told me to save her name in my phone, and she said that she was going to let me know what the salary was of that position, and then she said that she was going to call me back that same day. So later that evening, I still hadn't got a call. She ended up texting me, like she was very, like, she wanted, you know, to hire me or, you know, get me in that position. But pretty much, I think that call was, hey, you didn't get this position, but I really want you for this other position, okay? Never specifically told me that. I never got the call back from the lady, and I never was prompted or led to reach out to the lady again. And just to let y'all know, right now it's June. It's the end of June. It's the last week of June. So it's been a while. So I kept getting updates from people who I know at the company because the lady was still there. So I'm like, okay, she's not calling me that because the lady's still there. But then I heard about a retirement party for the lady. So I'm like, okay, the lady's leaving. It would have made sense to get me in there so she could train me. Haven't heard anything at all, nothing at all. So then my aunt, she looks on the website and she sees a position for that thing, and she calls me. She was like, hey, the position is up there, go ahead and apply, and then call the lady and see if that's it. I didn't feel, you know, anything like don't do it. So I went ahead and I did text the lady. I was like, hey, I went ahead and applied for the new position that's up there. I was just wondering if this was the job that you were telling me about. And she was like, I will check and see. I'll give you a call back. I'm at lunch right now. Never got a call back. Never felt led to call her back. So a few days later, my aunt calls and she's like, well, did you get a call back from the lady? I was like, no, I haven't heard back from her. She was like, well, I just sent you something. Go apply for that. And I looked at it and I was like, I don't really know if I'm qualified for it. She was like, you don't have to be qualified for it, just apply. So thank God, like how their system is very simple. All you have to do is hit a button because all of your information is already on there. So I just hit apply. And of course I didn't call these people or anything because I only do stuff when I feel led to. So that was about 2 to 3 weeks ago. I'm not really sure. But anyway, the lady called me back Monday. And I don't know. I don't want to say that anything is God if it's not God. But let me tell y'all something. My phone is on vibrate. And I had my phone like to the right behind me. Because I was sitting at my computer working on a spreadsheet for work. And I just put it was just on the side of me. If something's, just check it. I didn't have a message or anything, but I said, okay, let me sit it in front of me. I don't know why. I think I was texting. I remember my little cousin was having surgery she was getting her wisdom teeth out, so I wanted to like be updated. So I put it in front of me so I could see when my aunt was texting me. So I'm sitting there doing my work, and then I get a call, and I know it's from that company because they all start with all the numbers from that company, they start with the same digits. So I answered, and the lady was asking me, can I interview Wednesday for the position? Now, this position is not the same position as last time. This is actually a different position, different building I'm going to, different job title completely. So that's what I'm headed to now for this interview. I haven't done a vlog since the last time y'all saw me, but I had some faux locks. I'll put that picture in here. And I literally filmed Monday, and then I said, oh my gosh, my hair. Not that they were faux locks, it was the fact that they were super old and it was time to take them out. I had planned to take them out Thursday. But once I realized that, I got to taking them out. I literally got my hair washed last night, finished taking them down. Shout out to my mom and my cousin for helping me. But I did a lot of it myself while I was working. So anyway, I got all of that done, and now I'm headed to the interview. So it's been a journey. I don't know how this is going to end. I don't know if I am going to get this job. I don't know if this job is even for me. That's what I was telling my little cousin. Oh, she said she doesn't like me to call her that. Bree. That's what I was telling Bree. I was just like, I'm not nervous about the interview. I'm more so nervous of, is this the right thing to do? What is my, where's my life going? Basically, that's what I'm nervous about. And so I prayed last night, and been praying actually since I found out about it. Just, Lord, whatever is your will, you do it. I'm not going to overthink this. I'm not going to go over and above on sitting here reciting interview things, because maybe that interview before was to prep me for this, because I still feel prepped from doing all of that. I just glanced at my questions, my sample questions that I still have from college. I just glanced at those, and I just said, Spirit moved me. I don't want to go too crazy on it. And I actually, the last episode I filmed for the podcast, I actually did not have a script. I literally had one bullet point and some notes that I wrote out, beside the scripture. So I was just speaking from the Spirit. So as I go into this interview, I'm just Spirit, lead me. I'm not going to be upset if something goes wrong. There is qualifications on that job that I am not qualified for, but I know that if God has this job for me, then I'm overqualified, and they're going to pick me. And I need to be okay with rejection. I need to be okay with failure, because sometimes in life it's going to happen. So I just feel like if I don't get this, that's the lesson that I need to have in this. And so I've been trying not to be super nervous. I've been trying not to obsess over it or make it mess up my day or mess up what I'm doing, because this is just another day. I realize people do this. Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus. It was a train. Thank you, Lord. I totally missed that train. It was I left early enough, but who else can stop by a train? So I'm just trying my best to zen out. I am going to be excited when this is over with, because y'all know no matter what, things like this is going to provoke anxiety. This isn't bad anxiety. It's just kind of whoo, what's to come? What? So I'm ready to get it over with. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I didn't even want to come back to the vlog or finish the vlog or anything, because I was I did all of that recording for no reason. I did all that recording for no reason. I'm a failure. I won't have the ending to it, but all that stuff. And I just put the footage in a folder in my phone. Come back to you later. Everything happens on God's time. And so, like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen with this. I'm not even planning my life according to it. I am just trying to focus on getting the interview over with, and if it's God's will for me to have this job, I'll have the job. There's no reason for me to stress out about it. I tell people that all the time. Now I really have to listen to my own advice. So I don't know what to expect, but in some situations you don't know what to expect, and that's just how God wants it. He wants you to completely trust in Him. And I do. Of course I'm going to pray again before I go in there, But my interview starts at 10:30. Right now it's 10:07. So I have plenty of time. I left at 9:45, so I would have ample time till I get myself together. I showed y'all my outfit. Yes, it's the same outfit as before. Like I told my mama, I said, this is a different set of people, and it has been months, okay? I stick to this one interview outfit, okay? Unless I have a second interview. I was just trying not to stress out. It's like, I was like, Shay, it's no reason for you to stress out over this. And to prevent me stressing out over it, I just had to go with what I already knew. I already knew that this outfit worked. I already knew that the outfit made me comfortable. I already know those questions that were asked last time. I don't know if this is going to be different, but I knew it was a 3-panel interview. So I'm pulling up here, y'all. Last week, if y'all told me I would have been here, I would have not believed y'all. This was definitely not expected at all. So I'm here now. I'm gonna go in around 10:15, so I have a couple minutes. Maybe I shouldn't go at 10:15. Maybe that'll be too early. Maybe I should go in 10 minutes early, because if I go in at 10:15, that's definitely 15 minutes early. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. My stomach is like bothering me, and I definitely went to the bathroom. It's just nerves. It's just a nervous stomach. I'm so ready to get this over with. But I will touch base with y'all later. It's all over. It's all over. No, the camera didn't just cut off on me because I was singing. They said, oh no ma'am, not today. Not that noise. Whew. Taking off my shoes, putting back on my Uggs. It's over. As you guys can see, I am in a pretty much great mood. It was a good interview. I don't know if I told y'all this last time, but last time I was interviewed by 3 African-American black people, which is not normal, okay? This is not black-owned business I'm interviewing for. So that really just like touched my heart. But then today, I really didn't know these people, y'all. So today, it was 2 black ladies. Y'all know you can always connect with the black ladies. And then it was a white man, and he was so nice. They were all, they were all very nice. I was able to really I felt like I was able to really connect with them. And then they asked the question about me knowing the system, and I just like, I don't know it. I didn't say it like that, but I basically was like, currently I don't know anything about that system, but I can learn. I was like, I learned my current job system. I taught myself many things. I'm well versed in Excel, Microsoft, all those systems. And I think they liked me, y'all. Oh, not the police. So as you can see, I am in a very different mood than before, because it's over. I told y'all I was gonna be happy when it was over. Oh y'all, let me tell y'all the question that she asked me that I was like, Holy Spirit. So she asked me like if I could describe myself in 3 words, what would the words be? And I was not prepared for that, okay? I was prepared for the question, if you could describe yourself as a tree, what would it be? Y'all know that question. But I was on it, okay? I thank God for the job I have now, because they taught me a word I never knew before. So I said agile, which is true. I adjust to change really quickly. I said that I was understanding, which I am, period. And then I said that I was determined. Come on, God. He showed up, because guess what? I know. But I was able to name all 3 of those and bring in examples from what I've done. Like, I feel like I killed it, y'all. Like, Holy Spirit activated, okay? And I am so grateful for him. I did feel a little weird at the end, because they asked me did I have any questions, and I legit didn't have any questions. But I know that it's good to ask the question. And so I normally be like, what's your favorite thing about working here? But I felt like I was scatterbrained, okay? But yeah, other than that, child, your girl killed it, okay? I'm proud of myself. I am I did not come out the other interview feeling like that. I feel extremely proud, okay? And I can go on with the rest of my day. Yay! So she said that I should hear back from them at the end of next week, I believe. So I will just keep y'all updated on everything, preferably everything goes as God plans. I'm thinking 9 times out of 10, if I do get called back, it probably will be for another interview, because that's what they said last time. So if I get called back, I will tell y'all about the next interview. We'll get prepared for that. I think I'm gonna just let Holy Spirit move in that too, because he showed up, showed out. If I don't get a call back within next week, I'll let y'all know. Like, failure is not a bad thing. So I just need to be comfortable in that. And I'm sharing with y'all what failure looks like with the Lord on your side. Because every single thing that you go through and you make it a no, it's in preparation for something else. Like, I could 100% say the interview that I had before definitely prepared me for this interview now. It let me know, Shay, you can do it. You can connect with people. You know how to answer those interview questions. You can snap on that personality that you need. You can do it. And before that last interview, I didn't know if I could, because I've been out of the interview game for years. I've been at my company for 7 years. So I haven't done like looking for a job interviewing in 6 years. So I felt like I didn't have it. And especially at my job, like the current position I'm in, it hasn't been movement. It hasn't been, okay, Shay, or they call me Shantavia, okay, we want to move you to this position. We want to promote you to this position. I haven't gotten that since my old manager left. And I talked to my mom about this just last week. I was just like, I have this fear. This is what's going on. And she like reaffirmed to me, you know, God has it. She said, even if you get fired, God is going to get you through it. You have unemployment. You can go sparking. You are going to get through it. And that just really did. I mean, you really do need those encouragers in your life. If y'all don't have it, I can be that person for you, because I love when people do it for me. But anyway, here we are a week later, me being interviewed. At that time, I had no idea what was going on. I had honestly forgot I even applied for that job. And yeah, I just praise God. I thank him for showing up. Like, when I cut the camera off, I just said, Lord, show me you today. Show me you in this interview. And the way he had me answering those questions, the way he gave me thoughts, the way he made me comfortable, I saw him. And I promise y'all, if you just say, God, show me you, he will show you him. Okay? He's always looking to show you who he is.